Morning, morning. It is check-in time. I'm just setting up my phone. Although, like, the quality is looking a bit questionable this morning. Sometimes my phone is alright, sometimes she's having a bad day. Right. I snapped something in my bikini. What do you call it? Like one of the stitchings under here, and now it just moves around like no tomorrow. Right. We're done. I don't know what it is. My brain does not work when I do check-ins. Like I'm like, you probably saw, I like fall over. I'm obviously tired, but yeah, it's just funny. Right, vitamins going in. It's currently 6:50. I struggled to get to sleep a little bit last night, only for maybe like 15 minutes, but because I went to bed at 10:30, it wasn't too much of an issue, because like, it's fine. But that was why when I got up at 6, I was like, oh, I don't want to get up. And it's because I didn't actually have 7.5 hours. I'd had less, so. Had my teeth. I don't know what happens at 3 PM every day, but it seems like that is just when my battery runs out. It's literally like clockwork. I finished work now. It's 5:30. I had to work a little extra because I'm covering some stuff. I'm gonna prep my sweet potato, which I can't wait for. And that is my last meal of the day, so I'm going to try to have it as late as possible. Also, just making a coffee, and I thought this was quite amusing, but also really, really bad. Obviously my parents are away. This coffee was new. I opened it on Friday, and we're now on Tuesday. That is quite bad, isn't it? Quite bad. How many calories are in this? I'm assuming none if it's not on there, or like it's trace calories, like not enough that they put it on here. Yeah, there's literally no calories on here. Yeah, so I put another one of these on my order because my mum's gonna come home and her brand new coffee that she bought, there's gonna be none left. But yeah, I have maybe like 5-6 cups a day, but then after like 6 PM I don't have any, so like it's 5:45 now, so this is gonna be my last one. But yeah, that is a bit much, isn't it? Also, if you don't know, get to know, this bad boy is very good and it makes it taste so much nicer. Yeah, bulk 0 calorie caramel syrup. I really want to get the Skinny Food Co vanilla one. I might actually order that tonight, just because I had it the other day when I was at my sister's and it is really nice. And I mean, again, this is almost half full because me and my mum rinse it. But yeah, put that in your black Americanos and you will thank me later. That is my alarm. And I am off to the gym to do upper and cardio. I actually feel really awake. Haven't even had my Inbine yet, which reminds me I need to get that bad boy out. Because I'm gonna have to take it at the gym because I don't want to be on crack when I am training. So I'm gonna take this pre for training, which is just a pump and creatine, and then I will take this halfway through my session so that by the time I finish my session it would have kicked in for cardio. Right, pre, I obviously can't drink it in here. It's literally full to the brim. That's quite a shame because that would be cute if I could just be like, if I was just having pre, it'd be fine, but I've got creatine in there anyway. Anyway, basically your stuff don't fit in a shot glass is the moral of that story. Off we go. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I keep getting off track. Had my Support Max again last night, and I honestly can't get over how good that stuff is. Like, although I only slept for 6 hours, they were good. They were a good set of hours. I had a dream. That me and my sisters went to a ball with all these rich guys. That is because Support Max has ashwagandha in it, and I used to take that stuff and I used to have some really weird dreams. For anyone that doesn't know what ashwagandha is, it's basically a herb that chills you out. So you can take tablets, which is what I used to take. I used to take like 5 a day, and they're good for, they block your cortisol, which is stress and anxiety, but I became very reliant on them to the point where if I didn't take them, I would feel really anxious. So if anything, it was counterproductive. I needed to learn to not be anxious on my own, which I've actually done on prep, which is weird. It's one thing that I've gained from prep is not taking any like anxiety tablets or anything, like coming off of them on prep. I've also stopped vaping on prep, so yeah, it's had its perks. But yeah, this has a dose of ashwagandha. However, I find because it's in the Support Max, I just feel like it doesn't last throughout the day. I feel like it gets you to sleep, and that's why you have such good sleep, because it chills you out, but then it doesn't carry on into the day, whereas obviously the tablets I was taking would last the whole day. So yeah, anyway, right, cardio and upper. Cardio and upper, boshed. So I've just got 20 minutes of cardio to do later. I feel really good. Like, even before I took the Himbine, which is rare, I felt good this morning. Like, still obviously, you know, legs are hurting and stuff like that, but like mentally and physically not too bad. So yeah, really good today. And I've got to go into the office, so I need to feel good because that is going to take it out of me, which is also why I wanted to just have my cardio to do later, because I can come home, chill for a bit, and then go back, so then I'll get a bit of energy by that point. But there must be a delivery. Thank God that I am home from work. I like to think I'm not one to moan, and I haven't moaned to anyone like publicly. I wouldn't class you as publicly. But I was literally sat at my desk today and I was doing the most like tedious repetitive task, which is fine, but it requires a lot of concentration. And I was literally sat there like this, and I was like, I had to keep closing my eyes because I was getting a headache, and like my stomach has just been rumbling since 2 PM when I had my last meal. It's now 5:40. I'm just making my eggs. I'd normally obviously have these in the morning, but because I trained in the morning, I'm having them now. I actually think that I feel fuller when I have the eggs in the morning. I think that's because of the fats and the protein, opposed to carbs. Like, the carbs makes me feel more awake, which makes sense because like it's energy, but the eggs make me feel fuller, which I think is because of the fat. Like, I don't know what I'm on about. I'm just like throwing ideas around. But yeah, I've literally been dreaming about these eggs since like 2 PM. I just want to point this out again because I love this pan, but if I haven't mentioned it already or you overlooked it, Mrs. Hinch non-stick pan. Get it if you have eggs. Literally, look at this bad boy. Look at her. Completely non-stuck. We love it. Absolutely love it. Morning. bedhead. It is 5:30, but I told myself, this is the first week I told myself this. Today is the first day I'm doing it. But work in progress and all that. Don't beat yourself up about something if you don't do it the first time, because it's a habit. It takes practice. But this week I said to myself, Cleo gets me up between 5 and 5:30 every single day to be fed, and every single day I go back to bed until like 6, until I go to the gym, and there's no point. I might as well just get up at that time. It's not very much difference. So I said to myself, I need to just get out of bed even if I don't have anything to do. Like today, I have things that I could do, but I don't necessarily need to do them at 5:30 in the morning. But here we are. And I feel so much better than if I went to bed, had interrupted sleep, and then woke up again in an hour. So it's 5:30, just to put it out. And we're gonna have a coffee and feed the dogs, and then we're gonna get to the gym for 6:30 when it opens, so that I'm raring to go for my cardio. It's a rest day, so I have an hour to do today. I have some cakes to do later, but I don't think it should be an issue to go back. I'm gonna see. If I can do the full hour altogether, then I will, because I've got cakes. So ideally going back to the gym isn't ideal. Lol. So yeah, see how I feel. But first, coffee and feed the dogs. And you know the drill. Biscuit to keep quiet. Right, tablet time. So it is Friday. I actually hadn't filmed for a couple of days. I don't know why. But I edited the vlog yesterday, the one where I went to pool, and I spoke about it in my stories because I was in a very different mindset then. Apologies, my dog is, she's not dying. She gets this when she eats too fast. She'll be fine in a minute. Penny, are you okay? Yep, she's good, she's still eating. Priorities and all that, you know. So yeah, I spoke about it in that vlog, but I was feeling really weird when I went to pool. I was out of routine, and I thrive on routine, especially on prep. And people were asking me how I stayed on track and the hardest thing. And I just thought I'd repeat those answers just in case it helps anyone. Gosh, I'm tired, but I'm up. So the hardest thing about prep was knowing the difference between your mental and physical strength, because there's a lot of times where you feel like giving up, and there's times where I say to people, oh my god, I'm so tired, and I say it out of habit because that's what you do. You say when you're tired, or you say when you're hungry, or all of that. And then I've started to try and tell myself, stop acknowledging it, because when you acknowledge it, you actually make it feel real. A lot of the time, yes, I am hungry, but I'm surviving. Or yes, my legs hurt, but they're still moving. So by telling myself that they hurt or they feel bad, I feel worse about them. And I'm still able to do all my cardio. So yeah, like I say, they're still moving. I think a lot of it is a mental game. You think, oh God, I couldn't do an hour of cardio today. Like today, my legs hurt. I would prefer not to do the cardio, but I know I'll feel better for doing it and I will be able to do it. So yeah, that's on that one. And how I've stayed on track is honestly, probably you can tell from the vlogs, I don't do anything. I stick to my routine. I rarely go out with my friends. Sorry to all of them for disowning you for the past few months, but I just decided it's the way that it's going to work for me, because yeah, if I want to stick to this, I need to take all temptation out, because it is for me torture. When I go out with people, even if I have my meals, I want what they're eating or I want what they're drinking, so it's much easier to just not put the temptation there. But I feel like I'm weirdly towards the end getting better at managing it. So in the beginning I was not good at managing it, so I'd just not attend things, or like not attend some of my siblings, my nieces and nephews, like birthday parties and stuff. And then I said to myself, no, I'll try, and then I'll just leave if like they go for a meal or something, which I did. And then now I've got like a few things where I'm going out with friends. I'm not doing like any raves or anything, but it's just like if they're going to the pub or if they're yeah, like hanging out, then I'm trying to go to be more social, but trying also not to put myself in too much of a situation where there's temptation there. So yeah, that is your little bit of info for today that you didn't ask for. Another tablet. That one tastes so nice. I actually like taking that one. Oh, I need to weigh myself before I finish taking these tablets so that I'm not drinking loads of water. BRB. Right, 63 kg this morning. I was 62.9 on Monday. I always have like a big drop on the Monday. Then I go back up. So I went back up to 63.4, and then now my body has balanced out and it's gone back down to 63. This is like the pattern of every week. Currently 6:30, so I'm leaving for the gym now to go and do my cardio. And yeah, those rounds have made me feel so good. Like, so good. I'm actually gonna make a reel out of it. I think while I'm on the treadmill, I'm gonna make a reel. But yeah, like they've increased my mood because I've started the day off with a good set of rounds. I think that's really needed at this point to make sure that like mood is kept high. It's so important, because honestly, sometimes the tiniest thing can make me feel like I'm gonna cry, and I'm like, why am I allowing myself to feel like this? So it's nice to wake up in the morning and like I'm not fussed about food, I'm not fussed about anything other than the fact that I've done some good rounds and I get to go and do my cardio now. And again, I get to. I'm not forced to, it's my decision. I get to go and do it, it's a privilege. But yeah, it's just shows that little things like that, starting your day off like that, makes a huge difference. Because normally I just go straight to the gym. So that is my new routine. I'll insert a little clip. Yeah, but if you want to watch the reel, then go over to my Instagram. Right, we're off. Gym fit, Shein navy leggings. For prep, I just went for like loads of Shein leggings because my size is changing, but afterwards I do really like the Alpha Elite. They are the only ones that I have that I absolutely love, so I might treat myself, but at the moment most of what I wear is Shein. So yeah, navy leggings, cardio shoes. I pretty much wear these all the time now. They're New Balance, I got them on Amazon, but trust me, they save your feet on prep, because my feet are like really bony now and these make it slightly better. And then Physique Gym, it's a bit cringy on the back, but you know, it's fine. It says gym is my therapy. I bought it when I used to train there more, and then now I think it's really cringy, but like I say, it's fine. It's just for cardio, it's fine. Right, we're off. Righty ho. Just got back from the shops. Show you what I got. Not that it's very exciting. I went round Aldi because I had to get a few bits from there, and the amount of caramelised biscuit stuff they have, it's as if they know that I love Biscoff. It was a sad day walking around there. I did almost buy some cinnamon buns. They were cinnamon buns mixed with caramelised biscuit. Oh, my two favourite things. And they were £1.25 for two, and they looked amazing. But I was like, no, Amy, you don't need any more treats. I've said to myself that I can't buy any more treats now. My freezer has already got stuff in it. I don't need anything else. That is my limit, because I actually want to make the effort after prep to go out and try food, because I never used to really do that. Like, I wouldn't really have off plans. If I did, it would be like the same thing, like fish and chips, and that would be like not too often. So I have told myself that after prep I'm gonna like make the most of being able to try different foods and like going out for food and make a day of it, sort of thing. So yeah, that's why I'm not buying anything else, because I can go out and buy some buns, because there's this buns from home place in London which I really want to go to, and they sell cinnamon buns and croissants and pain au chocolats, my favourite place ever. Anyway, right, icing sugar, I got 4 of these. White chocolate, one of the cakes this weekend is white chocolate and raspberry. Caster sugar, pineapple, I get tinned because I don't have very much of it, so yeah, I only buy it fresh if I'm in work. My berries for today, I get 150 grams of berries, as well as the berries in my cream of rice. One of the cakes this weekend has popcorn on it, so we got popcorn, and it's also chocolate fudge flavour, so I need oil. It's made using like more of an oil base, whereas my normal chocolate cake is made using stalk. Flour, and then the most expensive part of this order is all the butter. Literally is like £2 each. So I got like 7 or 8 butters, and then I got chicken. I've been, like I said the other day, I've been buying ready cooked chicken because it makes my life so much easier at the moment. Not even because I don't have the time, just because I can't be asked. Oh, I got the wrong one. You idiot. I got 250 grams, like that's gonna do like 2 meals of mince. We love it. Cake boxes. Oop. Frozen veg, my bestie. And then this is the thing that I'm trying later, so I'll let you know how that goes. Frozen sweet potato, because like I said, I have such a small portion now that there's not really much point in me buying a whole bag, because the bags come in 1 kg, and I don't like buying them on their own because then they've been like a bit battered, you know. Whereas if they're in the bag, I don't know where they've been because they're in a bag. Whereas if they're out of the bag, I just feel like how many people have touched that. Oh, can't. So yeah, that's what I bought. I'm gonna shove these bits in the freezer and the fridge, and then I'm gonna eat my cream of rice. I made it before I went. It's a very sad sized bowl of cream of rice, only 30 grams. And then we just have white chocolate protein paste to go on it, cinnamon, and then my mixed berries. So yeah, I'm gonna eat that, and then I'm getting back to work. Excuse the hair, it's been in a bun. So yes, see you in a bit. Absolutely banging. Look at that bad boy. Right, gang. We are baking. So I'm just mixing up the 6-inch cake. So we're doing a, what do you call it? What do you call it? Why does this happen every time? I have to think. We're doing, I literally have it written down as well. White chocolate and raspberry, which is vanilla sponge. So we are doing that first. That's 6-inch. And then the other cake is chocolate fudge, which is a 4-inch. So I'll report back to you once these are ready to go in the oven. But yeah, just mixing them up, get them baked, and then I'll do some steps. I literally have nothing else to do tonight, which is so nice. Literally, because I got up at 5, I've done my posing, I've done my session, I've done work, I've done everything. So, because they'll have to cool before I can do anything to them, and I'm also going to watch Love Island here because we have a TV, so I can watch Love Island whilst baking, I might go to sunbed because I need it, as you can tell. I went the other day for the first time in like 3 weeks, and I'm obsessed again, so I definitely need to go more regularly. I also just had someone comment on my new YouTube video about the food focus, and basically reiterating that I wasn't crazy, which is nice to hear. And I would just like to update and say that that is well under control now. I feel like in that video, I didn't want to edit it heavily and cut all that out, even though I don't feel like that anymore, because I wanted to show sort of the transitions of your mindset on prep. Cake 1 is still in the oven. It's got 11 minutes. Cake number 2 is here. This is chocolate fudge. So yeah, on track. It's 6 o'clock. So yeah, not bad at all. Why am I so friggin' pale? There we go. Yeah, I need to feed the fish again because they get fed like 500 times a day. How do I open this? Shove you there. We can look at the fish. I don't know how many I'm meant to give them, so I give them like a good amount because they deserve it, you know? Right. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, they get fed quite a lot, and they're still hungry. Like I walk past the kitchen all the time and you can see them through the window, and I can see them coming up to the glass and they're just like trying to eat, you know, like what fish do when they try and eat. And I'm like, you've been fed like 3 times today, chill. You know, if anyone's curious, I'm just gonna turn you around and show you the pond. This is the pond. This is the rest of my garden. Chickens, dog, rest of my garden. So yeah, now that's done. Yeah, we're going to shove the next lot in the oven shortly, and then I've got lots of washing up to do, which is my least favourite part. And then we're going to go for some steps. I can't get over how productive I feel that it is 6 PM and I've done everything I need to do. Like, all I would like to do, but it's not essential, is to crumb both of those cakes. But I don't need to crumb the outside, I just would like to stack them, because once they're actually stacked, as in like height wise, I don't know what else stacked would mean, once they're stacked, you can shove them in the fridge and that will at least set the middle. So I don't necessarily need to do the outside. I can do that tomorrow because, like I say, I know I'm going to be up from about 6 and the gym doesn't open till 8, so I'm going to have 2 hours to kill. So yeah, probably do it then. Also, just a little side note, because I did have someone ask me, I think it was in the comments or it was on Instagram message, one or two, about baking and being on prep. Initially, when I was adjusting to the hunger levels, I found it really, really difficult. And then now, I actually quite enjoy it. If anything, I quite like it because it keeps me busy, so it takes my mind off of being hungry. Not that I'm crazy hungry, because again, my body's adjusted now, so I have times like mainly just before bed and like a midpoint during the day, where I feel hungry, but apart from that it's not too bad. So like I say, it keeps my mind off of it, so I actually quite like it. So yeah, initially I thought it was gonna be horrible, but yeah, I quite like it. And if anything, I actually think I'm more creative because I've started to appreciate food a lot more on prep. So then I want all my stuff to taste nice. So like I actually expanded my flavour list for my cakes, and I've got a few new products that I tried out because I'm just like, I want people to enjoy my bakes, because yeah, I just kind of realised like this is like food is really like fun to work with. Like obviously I knew that before, but I think because I appreciate food a lot more now, I'm like, oh, I want to make someone's day by making something. So like I want to expand all my stuff so that they're even better than they were before. Right, both cakes are baked. Morning, it's check-in time. I'm about to go outside. It is fucking freezing. It's colder than yesterday, and I was out there at like 5 AM yesterday. Yeah, it's 6 AM. Didn't even show you the clock. So we've got 2 hours until the gym opens, so I'm gonna do my check-in now. Then that means I can have a coffee afterwards, and then we're doing just cardio because I don't think, because I've been up this early, I don't think I'll be able to do cardio and train without any food. So I'm going to do all my cardio, get that done, and then I can go back to the gym later and train. So yes, let's do our check-in. So it's currently 7:15, so I'm going to stack this cake and then we're going to go to the gym and do cardio. Haven't eaten anything yet because I want to do it fasted. So yes, that is the plan. Right, got my checking back, no changes because my weight is moving at an okay rate. If it hasn't moved by Monday, then there will be some changes. Right, back from cardio. I've had meal 1. I actually got back maybe like half an hour ago, but I've just been chilling, having a little browse on the interweb. I had a little look at food, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I was more just like looking at things I need to buy and stuff. Like I was looking at like tan and makeup, which I need to buy when I get paid on Monday. I didn't realise though that makeup, like for shows, makeup and hair, you only have to pay a deposit. I thought it was the whole thing, so that's the bonus, because my shows aren't until September, I can then pay the rest out of my next pay packet. And then like photo packages and stuff I'm going to buy at the last minute, because people said that you can even sometimes buy them on the day. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to buy them end of August. So yes, right, we are final coating the cakes now. That is the first port of call. I have final coated both of the cakes. I'm doing a reel, so I'll insert some clips, but it'll be the wrong way around. But when I actually decorate them later, like final decorations, then I'll show you, because that's a bit more interesting. But I've done the blue coat on the marble cake and the white coat on the rainbow cake, so now it's just all the details to be added. They have to set before I can do anything else on them, so what I'm going to do is I'm eating my eggs. Let me turn you around. Got my eggs, double decker, as we know. So yeah, I'm eating my eggs now, so this is meal 2. And then I need to have a shower and then just finish off the cakes and train. So this is where we've got to on the cake so far. This is the one for my niece. So I'm just putting on the toppers and all of the like flowers and bits. So this is the topper that we've got going on. And then I'm just doing some piping around the bottom of the cake. I think we're leaving the top plain because it's got quite a lot going on it. Right, gang, we are off to the gym. I didn't actually see you after I went out last night. It was actually really nice. Like, I had a really good time. I messaged Dev and said like thank you for inviting me, because it was basically all the people that work / train at the gym that she works at, but I sometimes train there, but like I don't really know many of them. So she invited me, but yeah, it was really, really good. Obviously didn't drink. I was on Diet Cokes all night, but I actually really enjoyed it. Like, that's one thing that I'm realising about prep. Like, it would be nice to have the odd drink here and there, but it's more the food that I'm bothered about, and it's not necessarily eating, like I say, bad things. It's the energy that you get from having more food. That's the only thing that I'm missing, is like, because it got to like 9 and I was starting to flag because I didn't have any food left. So then I knew, and then I had to have a Red Bull at that point because I was like, I need to drive home. But yeah, that's the only thing I'm really missing. Like, the alcohol I wasn't fussed by, like not being able to have, and like no one was bothered that I wasn't drinking. Also, I think we're going to the PCA show next weekend. It was a very spontaneous thing. But yeah, I think me and Deb are going to go on the Sunday. So very excited about that, because it will be my last show that I'm watching before mine, because I kind of want to see another one just to see the standard, you know, get all excited for it. And then I'll have 5 weeks to just smash it. So yeah, right, we're off. I just took all of the dogs out. Oh, a lovely angle. I just took all the dogs out, and when I say I took all the dogs out, I mean I took them all out together, all 3 of them. It was the worst idea I've ever had. 2 of them were on a joint lead, so not to be TMI, but every time they wanted to go to the toilet, they were conjoined. Terrible idea. Don't know why we bought that. It's useless. Because one is pulling the other one along while they're trying to go to the toilets. That was fun. And then Cleo was on her own lead because she runs about 5 miles ahead. So there's no point in her being on a joint lead with anyone else. However, they're all absolutely pooped now. So they're all just laying down chilling rather than being all energetic and running around the garden barking. So that's a plus. But I won't be doing it again. My parents are back today. I've got to go and collect them later. So luckily my mum will be able to walk her dogs herself when she gets back. But yeah, they're going away again in August, but that's only for 5 days, and I'll probably leave one of them and just take the other one out. Because one of them's old and one of them's young, so I'll just leave the old one. She can just relax, have a chill out while we're out, and then the other one will get walked. But yeah, I'll insert a photo. But it was funny. And I walked past someone that I knew who had their dog, and she was like, it's difficult, isn't it, walking multiple dogs? I was like, yep. Don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I thought it was being really efficient, but I think I would have just preferred to walk them all singularly. Would have been way easier. So yeah, that's a little update for today. I've also had another meal. I had my protein powder with berries. It was so nice. It's always so nice. I really crave sweet things, I find. Like my normal meals don't really bother me. You know, take it or leave it. I'd happily be hungry. But it's the sweet stuff, like the dark chocolate that I have and the protein powder and stuff, that really satisfies my cravings. So yeah, anyway, not that you asked. I'm gonna end the vlog here, and then I'll start another one next week. I have 3 cakes next week, just a little sneak peek. 3 cakes and some cupcakes, and I'm working, and we're going to the PCA share the weekend. So yeah, that is a jam-packed week. And then the week after that, I have another 2 cakes at the weekend, and I'm going to MotoGP on the Sunday because it was a Father's Day gift for my papa. And then the weekend after that, chilled. The weekend after that, B-Day. So there will be B-Day cake. And then the weekend after that is my belated B-Day party with my family, so more cake. Then the weekend after that is show weekend. Oh, it's so scary. So yeah, very jam-packed few weekends, apart from the 12th of whatever that weekend is, 12th or 13th of August. That weekend is quiet and I cannot wait. But apart from that, it's all very busy. I also ordered my lashes off Amazon. I got the demi wispies, not the demi wispies, the normal wispies, because they're a bit more in your face. So I got those for show day, so they're arriving. And then I also got a shiwi, so I'll let you know when they arrive, probably in next week's vlog. So yes, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.